Hello, hello, hello everyone. It's Melissa here in Crafty Max. Hello again, it's me. Hello friends. It is Sunday evening. Hope everybody is doing well. Come on in friends and see what I'm going to be making. Grateful, thankful, and blessed. Hi Tilla, Chris Johnson, how are you doing? Hi Tilla, how are you girlfriend? I hope everybody's doing well this evening. Hey there Natalie, how are you? Hope you're doing wonderful, girlfriends. Hello again, it's me. All right, friends, let me go. Hey, Kelly Quinn, how are you doing, girlfriend? Let me go ahead. Donna, how are you doing? Let me go ahead and put my Etsy shop here before I even get started. Let's see, etsy.com/shop/crafty max LLC. Hey, Angie Dunkel, how are you doing, girlfriend? Hey, Ray Ann, how are you? Hi, Linda Bourne, how are you? Hey, Leah Vickers, how are you doing? Hey, Debbie Hoovy. Hey, Donna Johnson. Hey, Jolie McCoy. Nancy Shoemaker. Girl, thank you for those stars. You are so kind. Thank you, girl. I appreciate that. Hey, Jennifer Martin, how are you? Pam Nicely. Julie McCoy, thank you for the sprinkles. Hi, Carol Ann Weber. Hey, Carol McGee Gibson. How are y'all doing? Hey, Kaylin, how are you? Hey, Alex James, how are you doing this evening? Catherine, how are you? Hey, Darla Haynes. If you're new to my page, friends, I am Melissa with Crafty Max, and I just like to take a few minutes, say hello to as many people as possible before I get started. Hi there, Darla. Hey, Karen, how are you? Hey, Marcy Garcia. Hey, Dora Cochran. Hey, Tracy Demetrate, how are you doing, my friend? Hey, girl. Hey, Brandy Barton. Carol Loughran, how are you? Hey, hey, hey. I'm doing wonderful, Donna. Thank you so much for asking. Hey, Deborah Seeley, how are you doing? Hey, Donna Davis, I am doing wonderful, girl. I really am. Did you release this kit for a second time? No, I have not, Jackie. But let me tell you, friends, this thing is going to be stinking cute. It really is going to be adorable. I was cutting up the ribbons and doing the curls. I'm like, oh my Lord, it's going to be pretty. Angie, thank you for the stars, friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Carolyn Thomas Harrison. How are you doing, girl? Hello again, my friends. Hey, Debbie Shelton. Pamela Wallace. Hey, Lisa Gonzalez. Thank y'all guys for popping on here with me. I'm looking beautiful. You know, Rayanne, I'm a little tired, friends. I almost didn't come on. I told my honey, I said, I felt like I just want to go sit in my chair. Hey, Alfreda, how are you doing? Hey, Susan Martz. Can we order, what was that? Can we order your signs? If so, where can we get them? Susan, not at this time, you can. Robin Marie, thank you for those stars, girl. Hey, Charm. Hey, Deb Thompson. Lisa Brown, thank you for the stars. You're in Texas and it's beautiful, Crystal. It is a beautiful day here today, too. It was in the low 70s. Can't wait for my birthday in June so you can sing to me. You're so funny. Oh my gosh, Connie James. My son's birthday is June 25th. Oh my gosh. Hey, Brixony, thank you so much for those stars. Hey, Valerie Rainwright. Carlotta, my friend, how are you? JC Spratt, Constance Harris, thank you for the stars. Thank you, Constance. Hey, Lisa Melendez, how are you? Betty Jackson. Wendy Chapman, thank y'all guys for popping on here. Hey, Joanne Taylor, thank you so much for those stars. Hey, Quentin Neal. I really appreciate that, Joanne Blue Taylor. Thank you so much. Hey, George Ruffin, how are you doing? Hey, Deanna, you're getting your nails and pedicure right now? Oh my gosh, you got to get out of the house. I know how it is. Hey, Sherry Humphreys. Carolyn Bitter, you love the sign and all the new ribbon in the background. I know, I've been working on my ribbon wall. You got this one. Kaylin, it's going to be so pretty. Hey, hey, Cindy Haas, how are you? Happy Sunday to you too. Catherine, hey there, girlfriend. Stenocker, how are you doing? Kim Johnson, Kathy Cherry, how are you? Hey, Kisa. Hey, Kisa. Hi, Pam Kane. Lisa Denningham, oh my, you should sit in your chair if you're tired. Yeah, I am a little tired, but it's all right. Friends, I've got 6 more Wreath kit tutorials I need to do this upcoming week, so it's going to be a busy week. Hey, Elaine Gilly. Hello there, Elaine. Pamela Smith, I'm fantastic. I'm home watching you. Thank you, Carlotta. All right, guys, now we're going to go ahead and get started here. Let me go ahead and bring you down. You see those gorgeous curls? Oh my gosh, yes. We're talking, that's going to be so pretty. So pretty. I'll be back much love. Thank you, Sharp. Hey, girlfriend. All right, let me flip the camera around so you can see how cute this sign really is. This is one of those wood slatted signs. See this? Love these signs. Love, love, love them. It says grateful, thankful, and blessed. And wait until you see. Look at those curls. Oh my gosh. Isn't this going to be adorable? I'm telling you, friends, it's going to be stinking cute. And here are the ribbons. Oh my gosh. Makes your heart sing, doesn't it, friends? Don't you ever take a day off. Kelly, even though I didn't do a live yesterday, I worked yesterday as well. But I'm going to. I'm going to. You love these, Waleska. Hey, girlfriend, how are you doing? Now, this is your funky bow ribbon. It's cut at 24 inches, and you need 9 each. 24 inches, and you need 9 each. Christina, I love this sign too, girl. Love, love, love it. Let me go ahead and show you how to dovetail your ribbons. All I do is line my ribbons up. Okay, line them up. And then fold them over. And then I cut them at an angle. Hey, Carla, how are you doing? Hey, guys. You create that cute little dovetail. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, Debbie Bailey. Thank you, Elaine Gilly. I appreciate that. It really is going to be a really, really pretty wreath. I love these colors. And this is something that you could keep up through fall, too, if you wanted. You really could. Love these. Hey, Charlotte Cook Davis. Oh, hey, girlfriend. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. Do I make custom orders? Not anymore, Linda Lewis. I'm so sorry, girlfriend, because I'm just so, I don't want to make an excuse and say I'm just so busy. I'm just so busy. Do you have this as a kit? Val Cook, it was, and it sold out, my friends. All of my kits sold out. And I'm going to be listing kits for everybody who is interested in one of my kits. This is my plan. I'm going to start listing them on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. 2 on Tuesday, 2 on Wednesday, and 2 on Thursday for a total of 6. And then if I have time, I'll do a couple more on the weekend. So anywhere from 6 to 8 a week. So be on the lookout, friends. Now these are your ribbon tails. They're cut at 13 inches and you need 9 each. 13 inches and you need 9 each. Amanda Johnson, it says grateful, thankful, and blessed, my friend. Grateful, thankful, and blessed. Isn't that pretty? I really, really love this sign so much. Oh, I just love it. Love it so much. The sign I got from Sims Pottery. Sims Pottery. Yeah, Diane Sims Pottery. Okay, now here are the curls. Now you're going to need I'm going to do 18 bundles, but aren't these just stinking cute? I love these colors with this. Let me show you how to make your curl bundles. Okay, let's go and bring them over here. Now in your wreath kits, you also have 3 10-inch meshes. You have the orange, the brown, and this teal looking color here. Now, I'm going to go ahead. I think I put the orange in the center. You love this sign? Joy, it was from Sims Pottery. Now, I kind of just, to get it started, I just kind of fold it over a little bit. And then I roll, roll, roll. Roll, roll, roll your boat gently down the stream. Hey there. Hey, Sherry McCullough. How are you doing? Hey, Evelyn Claus. My weekend is still going, girlfriend. Oh, thank you for the sprinkle, Sherry Wilson. I appreciate that. Send a prayer for MG's mom. No, it's my BFF's mama. BFF's mama. Yeah, she's doing just a little bit better. But the power of prayer. Thank you guys so much for doing that for her. I so appreciate it. Hey, Carla, Debbie Owen. Thank you so much for those stars. Now, guys, I just put a half of a pipe cleaner around them. Lift your curls up to get to that pipe cleaner, and then just tie it off. Tie it off. She's doing a little bit better, Barbara. Barbara, correct. Hey, Ellen Pelly, how are you doing? Elena Bradley, how are you doing this evening? Hey, Wanda Falk, how are you, girlfriend? I'm really glad that you guys popped on here with me. Since it's a Sunday, I wasn't really sure, how busy you guys were going to be. Once again, these are cut at 10 inches, and you need 18 each. 10 inches, and you need 18 each of the colors. Okay, to make these cute little curls. Hey, Linda Williams. Thank you for the sprinkles, Ellen. I appreciate that. See how I'm just rolling it, friends? Rolling it just gently. I'm not getting carried away with it. It's chocolate brown, Sherry Wilson. Chocolate brown. Oh, it's so pretty. It's a chocolate. I know it looks black, doesn't it? But it's a chocolate brown. If I put black up next to it, you'd be able to tell the difference. See there? Yeah. Big difference. Okay, crisscross the two. Put the third one in the center. Okay, just like that. Give it a squeeze right in that center, guys. And you're loving all the colors for this wreath. Oh, I am too, Joyce. Half of a pipe cleaner. Wrap it around your curls. See that? Lift them up to get to that little pipe cleaner there and tie it off. Hey, Karen Likens, how are you doing, girl? You're here, you're here. Please stand closer to the microphone. Your voice is so soft, difficult to hear. My volume is all the way up. Oh, Jean, I can't get any closer because if I did, you wouldn't be able to see. See that? Can anybody else not hear me? Might be too, guys. I'm a little tired, so I don't feel like I'm shouting or anything today. Plus, my allergies. Friends, do y'all have a lot of pollen still? We have so much pollen. It's crazy pants. It's just crazy. Crazy. All right, now in your work wreath form, you have this 16-inch. This is a Sims Pottery work wreath form. And it's a 16-inch, 8 ties on top, 10 ties on the bottom. You can hear me. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Lisa, Amix. Thank you, Carolyn Bitter. Okay, if you can't hear me very well, you may need to go back out and come back in. Sometimes that does help. Thank you guys for letting me know that. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. All right. Now, in your kits, you have this 21-inch orange. Is it me or is it just looks like something is not quite right with my here you go. 21-inch orange. Isn't that pretty? Love, love, love this. Now we're going to do 12-inch poofs on the top and 12-inch poofs on the bottom. And yes, I'm doing an overlay with this burnt orange, rusty looking jute mesh. And I'm going to go over this orange with it. All right, now I'm just gathering it here at the end. Just like this. Making sure your ends are turned under. Opening my tie. Placing my mesh right in the center. Thank you guys. Wanda, it says grateful, thankful, and blessed. Grateful, thankful, and blessed is what the sign says. It's going to be gorgeous. Really, really is. Thank you, Hazel. The pollen's been crazy for you too. Oh my gosh. You know, guys, and it's almost like, I don't know, friends, it's, my throat gets a little bit sore too if I go outside for too long. And I am on my allergy medicine. Whew, that's just crazy. Is Arizona, it's all, oh yes, they are blooming. The whole city is yellow. I know, Amanda. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, now I'm just going to go ahead and gather it with this with my hand like that. Coming over here and measuring 12-inch poofs on the top, 12-inch poofs. Thank you, Wendy Pittman. Hey, Vanessa. Vanessa Welling, how are you doing? Hey, Charla Duggins. Hey there, Lynn Weeds. You can hear me. I'm glad to hear from you today. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, girlfriend. Working on the Welcome Peach Kit as a lesson. Oh, Cynthia Ream. I know that is going to be so pretty. Oh, that was so gorgeous. I had so much fun making that one. And don't you just love that peach ribbon? Oh, it's fabulous. Just fabulous. Hey, Joanne Lyons. Your car is yellow and you live in Texas? Yes, mine is too. Hey, did I say hi, Joanne? I did. Hey, Sherry Humphreys. Hey, Elizabeth Ribbonleg. How are you doing? Hey, Michelle Swatzel. How are you doing this evening, my friends? Good evening to you too, Rosario. Hey, Kathy Chair. Hey, weren't you on here already? Hey, Doressa Rodriguez. Zilma, how are you doing this evening? It's been affecting your asthma for weeks now, but it's better than cold and snow. Oh, Jane, girl, you know, girlfriend. You would have loved to have gotten this kit. Are you going to release it again? Cynthia, if I can find the sign, my friend, I have not been able to find the sign. Oh, it's a sad situation. You know what? I could probably have MG make me one similar, because I do have some more of the cheetah ribbon or leopard print ribbon. What is this, France? Is this cheetah or leopard? Because sometimes labels will say cheetah and then other times it'll say leopard. I'm so confused. So confused. It doesn't take much to confuse me sometimes, though. I'm telling you. These animal prints are crazy. I can hear you good with my hearing aids. Best thing you ever bought? Oh my gosh, Wanda, that's wonderful. It's your favorite color? Oh, that's wonderful, Teresa. Orange used to be my great niece's favorite color too. Yep. This is a beautiful orange too. I love this orange. Love it, love it, love it. You'll be seeing me use this more for fall and for my Thanksgiving. Oranges and browns and blues. Love it. Big cat ribbon. Looks like either to you too, Michael. I know. Hey, from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, Vicky. 64, Tuesday, another story. Oh, no, girl. Tammy Wilson, how are you doing? You love that orange too, Sharon? My Hobby Lobby doesn't carry the cool fuzzy pipe cleaners. Bummer. Oh, no. Did you go to, like, the kids kind of craft area where they have the, I don't know, construction papers and stuff like that? I think it's where it is. Syracuse basketball. Is there anyone having a birthday today? Oh, thank you, Debbie Daly. Cheetah, Melissa. They have 3 color per spot. Okay, Jane. So it's a cheetah. They have 3 colors per spot. A leopard has 2. You know? Okay, so this has 3. And then it has 4. That's where it confuses me. I'm one of those people that, okay, if you say it has 3 spots and all of a sudden it has 4, then what does that mean? Is it something else? Oh, good afternoon, Melissa. Hey, Valerie McDonald. Long Island, New York. Oh, it's beautiful. Me too. Me too. Hey, Donna. Hey, Beth Bessemer. Helen Stovall. Michelle, I can see your comments, girlfriend. No, I see you good today, Michelle Campbell. Vicki Anderson, I'm doing wonderful. How are you? Hi, Mary Perry. Trying to pass. Oh, girlfriend, we're praying for you. Deborah Rain, hi there, girl. Oh, Mary Kirkland, you are good, girl. You have so many talents too. The Lord, He gives us each of us our own talents, doesn't He? All right. Oh, now see, that's a little smaller, so I'm going to back that baby out. Make it just a little bit bigger. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Hey, Linda Waters. Oh, Linda, thank you for the stars. It's a hybrid spot. Oh, my gosh. Linda, thank you, girlfriend. Hey, Sandra Hamilton. Yeah, I see you, Michelle, girlfriend. Hey, Charm. Her mother is a little bit better. A little bit better. All right, I'm coming down to the bottom. I placed that mesh directly in between those 2 ties, and I'm going to zip tie it in with this zip tie, my friends. Oh, Kathy Brown, thank you, girlfriend. Well, now I'm going to bring it over this way so I can zip tie it in, because I don't want to get that mesh twisted in that tie. You got your kit with this sign, but different mesh. What? Kaylin, you got your kit with this sign, but different mesh and ribbons. That's almost impossible, Kaylin. Girlfriend, you need to, that's almost impossible. You need to send me a picture of that. Because the way MG and BFF does all the boxes, they have them lined up on this table. And I actually pull out 20 of each of everything. So I am not sure what was sent to you. So we're going to have to see what was sent to you. Oh yes, absolutely. I sure will, Charm. Hey, Charlotte Cook Davis. Hey, George Harding. Hey, guys. How are y'all? Now, I'm doing 12-inch poofs on the bottom as well. 12-inch poofs on the bottom as well, my friends. I was really wanting to get into my craft room today, and I wanted to do some other crafts. But I was in here working on my ribbon wall, and I'm getting ready to do some more ribbon boxes. In about, I don't know, 4 to 5 days maybe, I have to wait on some ribbon boxes for my 2.5-inch mesh. I guess I could go ahead and do my 1.5-inch ribbon boxes. And then when I get my boxes for the 2.5-inch, then go ahead and do those. No, Paula, I'm so sorry, girl. I don't ship to Canada. Hey, Elena Bradley. Donna, how are you guys doing? Hey, Virginia Nance. Mayunia, how are you doing, girlfriend? Barbara, it says you're coming back in, Barbara, correct? Jennifer Cook, you love the orange. I do too, my friend. I do too. I'm measuring over here 12-inch poofs on the bottom as well. And remember, friends, I make sure that that poof is the same height as the one beside it, okay? So that way you know that your poofs are going to be pretty much the same all the way around. Hey, Grace Falcone, my friend, how are you doing? Hey, girl. I have watched some of your Christmas videos for making a garland, wreath, and tree. Oh, there you go, Angie. I love Christmas. If I could, friends, I would do nothing but Christmas crafts all year round in my craft room. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should just do Christmas crafts. I don't know. Y'all might get tired of just all Christmas crafts, huh? I know I love Grace's name too, Linda Williams. Hey, Carla, how are you? Carla with a K. Would love to see a coral mesh with each thing. Yeah, that would be nice too. That would be nice too. Hey, Sandra Easley. Hello. Hey, Susan Melton and Sandra Easley. Wendy, that sounds beautiful. It does, doesn't it, Kathy? Hey, Patsy Heights. How are you doing? Hey, Jerry Fellows. Why not? So hard to find beautiful supplies like you have. I know, Paula. I am constantly shopping, shopping, shopping. Yeah, friends, you would think shopping was fun, right? But when you have to do as much ordering as I do, believe me, it is work. It is work. You would miss my other projects. Yeah, Charm. I'd probably miss them too. I have been missed your like lately. Hey, Nettie Smith. You've never seen a wreath made with this much material? Oh, Margie, you haven't seen anything yet, girlfriend. Stay tuned. I'm just getting started. This is going to be a go big, go home kind of situation here. I'm telling you, it is. Hey, Janice Gramlich, how are you doing? You love Christmas too, Debbie. Oh, girl. And you had 7 trees in your house this past Christmas. I'm so jealous. I only had like 4. I'm snacking again. Oh, Lord. What, crab dip? Or Evelyn, girl, you going to make us hungry. Hey, Suzanne Havlick, how are you doing? Hey, girl. Hey, Denise Marks, how are you? I just saw your name and I'm like, I got to call my brother Mark. Isn't it funny how our mind goes certain places? You make the most beautiful ornament wreaths. Thank you, Sandra. I'm still working on my peacock one. I haven't been able to get in there and finish it. Isn't that crazy, pants? Just crazy. And I used to be able to do those all the time. I had any time I wanted to work on my Christmas ornament wreaths. But work calls, that's for sure. Okay, here's the last one. 12-inch poofs on the top and 12-inch poofs on the bottom, my friends, okay? Go ahead and tie this one off. And let's go ahead and cut this off right here. Just a little bit. Let's get rid of this. All bring my sign over so y'all can be seeing what I'm going to be doing. Grateful, thankful, and blessed. Let me flip this camera around just a moment. See? Grateful, thankful, and blessed. Oh, it's going to be pretty. Going to be pretty. Okay, where I cut this off, I'm just going to put it inside my work wreath form. Okay, just push it through, just like that. Well, you really can't see, just like that. See that there? Make sure you do not move your tie. See, this is very important right here. Where's my other one? There it is. There it is. Okay. Flip her over. Another zip tie. Oh, thank you so much, Susan. Yeah, 21 inch. This orange is a 21 inch Deco Poly Mesh. Deco Poly Mesh, my friends. Okay. Now, I'm going to use, as an overlay, this gorgeous orange rusty looking poly jute mesh. It's the expandable. All right, love it, love it, love it. And I think it's going to give the wreath enough texture because I love the darker orange in this sign too. It's the same color that's in this poly jute. So we're just going to give this wreath some texture, my friends. Yes, we are. We'll come up here. I'm going to untie that. Gather it here. Carol Miskinnis, thank you for the stars. Hey girl, look for you yesterday. Carol, I was so busy doing other things yesterday. Oh my gosh. I just didn't have it in me. It was late. I think I went to bed. I don't know, friends. It's probably 1:30 in the morning. I've got to stop doing that stuff. Okay, where's my tie? There it is. Let's snip this off. Okay. And I think that's going to be... Hey friends, be very careful when you get new scissors because they are very, very sharp because you can cut yourself if you're not careful. Rosemary, thank you for the stars. Rosemary, thank you. You love the orange. It's so pretty. I do too, Rayanne. Yeah, I was up late. Sue King, you brighten up my day every time I see. Oh, girl, thank you for those stars. Y'all are absolutely the best. You really are. Okay, now you say, Melissa, why are you doing orange on orange? Well, this is really more for texture and to give the base a different look. All right. So, and you can use the same color. I'm just going straight over top of that poof. Going to fan it out a little bit. Trust me, friends, you will notice this on this wreath. It's going to be gorgeous. Just gorgeous. And I am opening the tie and placing it directly over top of these poofs. All right? Easy peasy. Well, I don't even know why I say that. I don't even know where I picked up that saying, easy peasy. Good gravy. Or even that one, good gravy. How many bunches of curls do I have to put on an 18-inch wreath inside and outside, please? Well, Rosalind, I make 18, and there's 8 ties on the top, 10 ties on the bottom for a total of 18. Now, you don't necessarily have to put them in every tie. You can put them in every other tie. Hey, Donna. Hey, girlfriend. Thank you for those stars. I appreciate that. Oh, Margot, I'm going to try. I know my honey, he wants me to take a little more time for myself. It's so hard. I come from a family of workers. My mom and dad work like crazy, and you know, and I work like that too. I've always been that way. Are y'all like that? Oh, you was up until 2 in the morning. Linda Worth, girlfriend. We could have been talking in the wee hours of the morning. We probably wouldn't get off the phone until 3 o'clock. What you talking about, girl? Oh, you need to get sleep early. I know. My favorite saying is, whoa, doggy. You better believe. I say that too, don't I? I know. Oh, gosh. You just don't know what I'm going to say. Oh, Lord Jesus. You have a bright and green yellow or spring wreath on my door and was told you can see it. Oh, that's wonderful, Janice. I love that, girl. See, I love it when people can see it way down the street. When people drive by your house and they see your wreath, oh, I love it. Regina, thank you for those stars. Where do you buy elevated? Oh, I'm telling you. Linda Wilson, girlfriend, most places have elevated work wreath forms if they're not sold out, and they're starting to get them in more. But I think everybody else is sold out right now. But you can check Craft Outlet, Waterman's Loft, the Wreath Shop. I'm going to zip tie this in here. I'm just bringing this expandable mesh down to this tie as well, just like I did the 12-inch, and zip tying it in. And I'm going to just zip that little piece off right there, snip that off. Here we go. Now I'm going to make sure that I keep this pretty straight as I go along, okay, so that it'll look really pretty and I don't have to struggle with it. I open my tie, going right over top of that poof, okay? They're all sold out, my friends. What size did you say the wreath form is? 16-inch, but you can use the 15. 15's perfectly okay. Yeah, 15 is perfectly okay. Sims Pottery just has a 16-inch ones. Well, they're out of them right now. They're only carrying Craig Bachman's as well. I'm getting the hang of Craig Bachman's though. It's been a little challenge, but I'm up to it. I've been up to it, friends. You have done 6 nights duty, and the last of my nightmare, my brain goes into all Lynn. Girl, you're so welcome, Diana. You're so welcome, girlfriend. Hey, Kathy Carter, how are you doing this evening? You back? You back, my friend. You're back. You're back. Hey, Linda Herrera. I found the expendable juice mesh ribbon at plywreathsigns.com. Thank you so much for sharing that, Sharon. Sharon Buffington just said she has found the expandable jute mesh ribbon at plywreathsigns.com. And don't forget, Lee has beautiful signs while you're over there, so check out her signs too. Yep. And the expandable mesh ribbon is usually between $8 and $9 for the whole roll. Okay, see how I'm just opening that up each time? Okay, pushing it in. Just expanding it out a little bit, just a little. I'm going to show you what's left on this this spoil here in just a moment. Yes, indeed. Ah, thank you. Thank you. Like orange on orange. I know. See, I'm doing this for texture. I love it. See, don't be afraid to use the same color. Now, this is a little darker, the expandable mesh is, which is perfect, just to give you a little bit of texture in your wreath. On your wreath, I should say. Twist this back around. See how you have to make sure that when you're working with it, just keep it straight. All right. Come back here. Last one. I'm trying to show y'all and it's wanting to get crooked. Get crooked on me. It's all right. We got it though. We got it, we got it. Yes, we do. All right, last one here. Orange sherbet. Yes, it does. Oh, it's fabulous. All right, let me show you how much is left on this roll. Now, you would have enough for your smaller wreath that I showed y'all how to make. You just have to put them in every other tie. Let me tighten this here. Okay. Now this is 10 yards, and this is how much you have left on your spoil, okay? It's 10 yards, and that's how much you have left. Okay, now, let's go ahead and put this inside my work wreath form, just like I did the 21-inch mesh. You can most certainly hide it in a poof if you want. Flip it over. Gonna zip tie it to the frame. Nope, I cut it off so short I have to zip tie it to the out one. That's alright. Not a problem. I like everything cleaned up nice and neat. Alright, now we have this adorable base to use for our grateful, thankful, and blessed sign. Now we're going to go ahead and add our gorgeous curls. And look, you're going to start seeing how this wreath is going to start coming together. On this sign, let me flip it around. That is brown. I don't know if it's picking it up really well, but there's brown all over this, and that is that rust. Look, that's the color of that expandable mesh. Love this, friends. Okay, now I'm going to put my curls in every tie. I'm going vertical on the top. Hey, Kathy Cross, how are you doing? Hey, Lisa Brown. Hey, Helen Ortiz. Karen Foy, how are you? See how quick it goes if you go ahead and get your stuff cut up ahead of time? How do you look at the wreath kits? Patricia Mize, right now all of my kits are sold out, but if you want to check them out next week, my Etsy shop is pinned at the bottom. And you can go over there and make sure you favorite my Etsy shop and make sure your push notifications are turned on so that you get notified when I list them. They do go pretty quick. I know somebody gave me a mean little face down there. That's okay. It happens. I'd be disappointed too if I can't get one all the time. But like everybody says, you gotta stock my page, friends. The orange is pretty, makes a cloudy day bright. Yes, Gladys, doesn't it, girlfriend? Thank you, George Bryan. Hey, Robin Marie, thank you for those stars. Talking, I did not see where to get the expandable mesh. Can you please repeat? She said plywreathsigns.com has it right now. plywreathsigns.com. You see some fray on your curls, just go ahead and snip them off. The curls are 10 inches. They're cut at 10 inches, and you need 18 each of the colors, and they're held together with a chenille stem. Okay. Oh, Valerie McDonald. Friend, my heart just hurts hearing you even saying you're going through a tough time. Oh, my goodness gracious. You have to favorite every time you log in. See if they're kids. You shouldn't have to do that every time, Cindy. I don't have to do that for the shops that I follow. I don't know why it's having you do that. Okay, now when you come down to the bottom, you have to stalk. I open my tab, and I did do that. Okay, I'm going to go horizontal on the bottom. I need to change this one because I went vertical. No, I didn't. I went horizontal. Okay. There we go. And I like to push them in because I like the way that looks. Hey, Tiffany Mitchell, how are you doing? Friends, if you would like, follow, and share my page, I would greatly appreciate it. Jackie, how are you doing? Oh, Rhonda, girlfriend, I'm not sure where I got all this ribbon. I order from so many different places, and most of them don't have stickers on their ribbons. Now Fox does, and Sims does. Oh, I do know I got the cheetah ribbon from Sims Pottery. I do know I got that one from them. But I think I've seen it on like Craft Outlet and places like that. Thank you, Sharon Antola. Thank you, Lynn Reeves. Sharon Antola, thank you for those stars, girlfriend. I absolutely love this. Oh gosh. I really, really like this. And with that sign, it's just going to be gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And when I actually bring a couple of the curls up, okay? I'll show you just here how I'm doing that. I'm going vertical, placing them directly on top of that expandable, and then I just bring those two up like this. Okay. Thank you, Carol. It is different. Different's not necessarily a bad thing. I do a lot of different stuff. Oh, thank you, Catherine. Okay, now look how nice and full this is. Isn't it just pretty? Really love it with that expandable mesh. Oh, and you can even open it up more if you want. Totally up to you. I mean, you can really maneuver that stuff around easily. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the sign on. In your kits, you also have 4 more chenille stems. All right. Today is your 8-year-old's. Today my 8-year-old told me he wants a peacock wreath for his room. Oh, that is so cute. That is adorable. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and staple these chenille stems to this wooden sign. I'm using my Arrow stapler from Lowe's. Arrow stapler from Lowe's, and I use 1/4 inch staples. Okay. And I'd staple twice. If you only staple once, I'd probably hit that with a little dab of glue, hot glue. Thank you, Valerie McDonald. I love this. Wait until these ribbons go on. Oh my gosh. Hold your ears, friends. Oh, thank you, Grace Falcone, girlfriend. So, do y'all have plans for this week, or is it just another work wreath for you guys? A work week? Carol, it is plywreathsigns.com. PLYRWREAT, plywreathsigns.com. And I don't know if Scott at Waterman's Loft has any more, but you could use my affiliate link, which is craftymacstash.com. craftymacstash.com if you want. All right, now, friends, I'm just going to go ahead and move my curls out of the way. I'm just going to have them hug my sign real sweet, like I usually do. Okay. Oh, Lordy, this is so pretty. Yowza. It is really pretty. I am just loving this one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, now I'm going to bring this back towards me. Make sure it's centered. Oh. I love it. Okay, now, right where I stapled that chenille stem on my sign, I'm going to go straight down with it. Straight down. Reaching underneath to grab a hold of that. And then I'm going to wrap it around that wreath form. Trying not to move that sign because I know it's centered. I already centered it, right? And I'll show you what I'm doing underneath here in just a minute. Thank you, Rayanne. You're putting flooring down in your closet. We can build the shelving units. And oh, there you go, Linda. Hey, Barbara Sue O'Bannon. How are you? All right, now I did that corner. I'm going to come over here and do the opposite corner, okay? Diagonal. Straight down, reaching underneath to grab a hold of that chenille stem. Okay, and you can see that that's already pretty tight with just putting 2 on. And I keep checking that pipe cleaner to make sure that it's taut. Okay? This is your last week. And I will be going back for work first time in year. Oh, there you go, Jane. Yeah. You know, I don't even know what normal is anymore. Danielle. Your mesh, even if you rub up against it, sometimes it'll catch on your clothes or whatever, and it will fray a little bit. The best thing to do is not to handle it as much as possible. Just try not to handle it a lot. And if you see it fraying, go ahead and snip it. Like right here, I have just a little bit going on right there. And I do this before I even ship a wreath off to my customers because I want it to look as perfect as possible. All right, now I'm coming over here doing this one. I'm going through the mesh, but not the curls, just like I wanted to move that brown one right there. And if I had gone through that pipe cleaner through that curl, I wouldn't have been able to move it. So that's why I don't go through my curls. You're welcome, Carol. Hey, Lisa Brown again, girlfriend. Hey, Lucy Sanchez, how are you doing? Hey, friends. There we are. You're welcome, Danielle. Oh, Lynn Reeves, thank you, girlfriend. I'll show you what I'm doing here in just a moment. Hey, Priscilla Gardner. How are you doing this evening? Hey, Max Hall. Hey, Max, how are you doing, buddy? All right, coming up here and doing this one. All right, reaching underneath, going straight down. And I always come up here and I check that pipe cleaner to make sure that it is going straight down and it's still not, you know, bunched up a little bit. Because you don't want your sign to shift. Oh, that is just about perfect. Yes, indeed. All right, now let me show you. Right here, where that pipe cleaner touches that, right above it is the sign. So if you do that on all 4 corners, your sign will stay straight. Because remember, I pulled it back to me to make sure the sign was centered before I started attaching it. Hey, Debbie Van Aiken, how are you doing? Thank you, Karen Frieden. Hey, Linda Harold, how are you doing? Crossing. All right, now we've got our pretty sign on. There we have it. Let me flip the camera around so you can read it. For those of you just popping on. Grateful, thankful, and blessed. This is pretty just as it is. See how the curls just really coordinate, the colors coordinate with the sign. That's how you pick your ribbons out, and that's how I pick my mesh out. I always look at my sign and say, okay, this one had quite a few colors, so I could choose, you know. I love using as many colors as possible. Okay, let me flip you back around here. There you go. All right. Snip a little bit of that off. I'm going to have a little bit of drink of my coffee. No, I don't tie it. I wrap it around really tight. Because the pipe cleaner is wired, you don't need to tie that pipe cleaner, Betty Jean. All you have to do is wrap it around that wire and you'll be perfectly okay. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and add my first ribbon. This is the Funky Bow ribbon. It's cut at 24 inches and you need 9 each. And then we have the ribbon tails. Just look how gorgeous this is going to be. And these are cut at 13 inches and you need 9 each. Okay. Hey, Kim Messingale, my friend, how are you doing, girl? And I like to start up at the top with my ribbons. I've always done that. I mean, you can start at the bottom, you can start at the sides. I just like to start up at the top. I'm weird, I know. Hey, Sherry Perry, you developed COPD after having COVID and quarantine at home. It's been a hard year. Just have faith. Oh gosh, girl. You know it. Okay, twist that tail around there. Bring your loop around so they all line up. Look how pretty that is. Oh my. 30 inches. Wow, Catherine. You go, girl. That's a big one. That's a go big, go home. That's a serious one there. And I think mine's big. Mine's usually like, 27, 28 inches round. I just fluff out that little loop, fan out my little ribbon tails, okay? Fan that out, fan this one out. That one got twisted a little bit. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna go all the way around. Oh, baby, this is a money Wreath. You crack me up, girl. You crack me up. Yes, that is correct, Kim Messingale. Thank you, girlfriend. Oh, no, isn't it pretty? And yes, you can add embellishments if you want, but I think this wreath is just going to stand alone with just the ribbons and the mesh. I think it'll be really pretty. Look at that. Well, let's go around this way. That way y'all can see as I put the ribbons on. Hey, Brenda Sadler, how are you doing, girl? Once again, these ribbon tails are cut at 13 inches. You need 9 each. The Funky Bow ribbons cut at 24 inches, and you will need 9 each. And I think I'm going to make an X right here and bring that over top of that sign. My ribbon tails. See how pretty that looks? Because remember, I'm going to be adding some tubing as well. Betty Jean, thank you for the stars. Thank you, girlfriend. You just ordered the sign. Sharon, share with us where you got this sign, because I want to order some. And everybody else too, because they've been asking. And Sims Pottery doesn't have any more. Thank you, Valerie McDonald. Thank you, girlfriend. I love this cheetah ribbon. Oh, so I love it. Hey, Brenda, I'm glad you caught me live too, girlfriend. Now, if your ties are long enough, you can twist them a little bit. And I like to do that if it's underneath that sign, because I really don't like my ribbons under the sign. Okay. I wrap that twist tie right around the back of that Funky Bow, give it a little squeeze in the center, and then just fluff it out. Fluff it out real sweet like. Okay. This one wants to bunch a little bit for some reason. Here we go. I love that ribbon. Just love it. Tony Powell, girlfriend, you know what I would do? I would talk to the pastor's wife about the color choices, because let me tell you, she will be the perfect person, because everybody's different. And some churches do have their own colors. So I would most certainly just give the pastor's wife a ring and ask her what color she really would prefer. That way, you know, you're not going to make something and try to guess at what colors they would like. Whenever you do a custom order, you find out as many details as you possibly can before you order anything, okay? KJ Door Decor. Never heard of KJ Door Decor. How much were they? Because I love this sign. But I think I'm going to have MG make me one. You know, it'll probably have these colors to it. But I will definitely do something a little different because, you know, I don't want the copyrights and all that stuff. Don't want to get in trouble with it. But everybody does grateful, thankful, and blessed. So, I mean, how many times have you ever heard people say, oh, I'm grateful, thankful, and blessed, people. I'm grateful, thankful, and blessed. So it's not like they pinned that. Oh, Lordy, this is so pretty. Look how pretty that is looking, friends. I love it. $9 for the sign plus shipping. Woo, doggy. I'd pay that for an aluminum sign. But hey, this is the thing. This is what you got to know. If you want something bad enough, most of the time, you will pay that price. And guess what? That sign is so stinking adorable. I love it. The colors are just amazing. And I love the wood. Really love that wood. I'm going to do the X down here too since I did it up at the top. Oh, they did have it in Georgia. Jasmine Oliver, girlfriend. See, I got mine from Sims Pottery in Graham, North Carolina, and they're out of them. I could probably look online and order it, but let me tell you, their shipping, wow, their shipping is outrageous. I know, friends, I know shipping has gone up for all of us. Wow, yowza. Craig Bachman, I get huge orders from Craig Bachman, and their shipping is about the same as what Sims Pottery's charged me just for a little bit. It was crazy. I'm like, no, thank you. I'll pay shipping, but look at that. Oh my gosh, I love this. Hey, Pat Wiley, how are you doing? All right, now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to, let's see, funky bow tails, funky bow tails, funky bow tails. Okay, yep, I'm going to start right here. Now I'm going to go around the bottom and I'm going to start up the top again on the outside. Donna Hill, thank you for those stars. Hi Betty, how are you doing this evening? Once again, I just twist that ribbon tail around, move your loop around so they all line up, okay? And I do not open my ties to put my ribbons in. I love this ribbon. Oh gosh, I just love the feel of this ribbon. It's fabulous. Blue ribbon stiff. It's not too bad. I mean, it's wired, so it does hold its shape really well. See that? I mean, it really does hold its shape really, really well. Uh-oh, sun's coming in, friends. Let me go put my little thing up so that the sun won't be shining on my desk there. The workstation. Here we go. Yes, I only use wired ribbon, friends. Wired ribbons. I don't think I've ever used ribbon that wasn't wired, as a matter of fact. Unless I was making a handmade card, then yes. But not my wreaths. Oh, thank you, Debbie. I look, it takes a long time for me to find the right ribbons for my wreath kits. I just don't throw anything in them. I really try to find the best ribbons I can. Sometimes I have to use something that, you know, it still looks beautiful. But for the most part, I'm just really, really picky about my ribbons on my wreaths and my wreath kits. Send it to Glasgow for me in the morning. And you need a sunshine. Jane, girl. Sunshine on my shoulder makes me happy. Yes, it does. John Denver, I think. Wasn't it John Denver? All right. Fluff that out. Fan your little ribbon tails. And I may have to trim this one. Just a hair. I don't do too much trimming until I get my wreaths hung up, and then I look at how balanced it is. Mary, she's doing a little bit better. BFF's mama is doing a little bit better. Y'all continue to pray for her, though. She's, you know, she has that double pneumonia. And they had to put her on a ventilator. She doesn't have COVID. It's double pneumonia. I got a curl that's right there where my ribbon needs to lay. There we go. Uh-oh, did y'all see what I did? Oh my goodness gracious, friends. Goodness gracious. We don't need two funky bow ribbons together, do we? Till next. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Barb. I love this too. It's so pretty. Grateful, thankful, and blessed. I am very grateful. I'm very thankful. And I am most certainly truly blessed. Yes, it would, Jenny Brown. Yes, it would. Sue, I changed it, girlfriend. Thank you, guys. Your back is better and you can wreath again. That is wonderful. So wonderful, my friends. Thank y'all so much for coming on here with me and hanging with me. So nice. I love it. I love talking to y'all. It's almost 90 in California, Donahue. What? And it's raining in Missouri. Oh, friends. You're making a red, white, blue today. That's awesome. The tubing, I am using the brown and that orange and white. The brown, you just wait until I put that brown on here. It's going to pop like nobody's business. It's going to be so cute. It's gonna be adorable. Cincy. You know my every move. I know. Y'all are so good. You're like, stop, Melissa, stop. And you know what? The thing is, by the time I look back up to my thing here and read the comments, I've already gone like 4 of them. Luckily, I caught it. You made this wreath and just love. In fact, it's hanging. Is it hanging on your front door, Carolyn Bates? Oh my gosh. Oh, it is so pretty, isn't it? Boy, I bet your neighbors will love it. Well, and your family and friends that come to visit. Let me me trim this one just a little. Uh-oh. What did I do, friends? Did I do it again? Oh, Lord Jesus, what did I do? Hold on. Okay. Tails, funky bow. Tails, the funky bow. Tails, funky bow. Tails. Oh, I skipped that one right there. Whew, thank God it was only that one. Y'all are distracting me. I'm going to blame y'all. If MG or BFF is here, I'd blame one of them. But since they're not, I'll blame y'all because I was reading the comments. A Halloween wreath? Well, I guess, no, I don't think I could see it on a Halloween wreath. But you could change a few things up. And I don't know if I would do blue. I don't know. I'd have to give it some thought. Because I do like doing some different things. But Halloween, though, you know, I usually try to keep it with the orange, the purples, and the blacks. I don't know. I love those colors together at Halloween. Oh, are you, Yvonne? Oh, hey, girl. Nice sunny day here in North Alabama, but pollen is bad. Girlfriend, Rayanne, the pollen is bad everywhere. Oh, Lord Jesus, I'm telling you. Oh, I washed my car the other day. I thought, oh, I can't take it anymore. I didn't even want to touch my handle on my car. It was so much with pollen, friends. Because, you know, I don't have a garage anymore. I just have the carport. So it's exposed to, you know, the wind blowing that pollen all over the place. And oh, my friends, I'm telling you. You should see it now. One day later, and it's got pollen all over. It doesn't even look like I washed a thing. It's crazy. Anna Marie, thank you for those stars, girl. You're just testing to see if we're paying attention. Jane. You know it, girl. Tuesday and Wednesday, low 30s. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and put this gorgeous tubing on. And I'm going to use both. Because I wanted to bring in a little bit of the white off of the sign. So I thought this orange and white striped tubing with the chocolate brown tubing would look kind of pretty. So I'm going to see what the first one looks like. I can usually tell when I put the first one on. Pollen is bad in New Jersey too. Oh gosh, you ready for summer? I can't stand the pollen rain. I know. I go outside and I sneeze more. It's crazy. Oh my, 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 my. That is so very nice. Now, if you don't like the orange tubing, you could leave it out. But I'm thinking I'm a fan along with that chocolate brown. I'm thinking I'm a fan of it. You could even put teal in it if you wanted. Now, if you had some teal, you could use that instead of the orange. I would definitely use the brown. But if you wanted a little bit more pop of color, you could use brown and teal, which would look amazing. Thank you, Christy Melendez. Thank you, girlfriend. This is another 28-inch round wreath. Oh gosh, look how pretty that is. All right, let's go around the outside and I'll bring y'all up so you can see what this looks like. I'm in love with it. Truly, truly. And the tubing is about 15 to 16 inches in length. Okay. You love the tubing? I do too. The tubing on my water can wreath. Whoa, what did you, Pamela, girlfriend, please tell me you didn't cut it too short. Y'all gotta be careful. MG and BFF, let me tell you, they give you just enough to put and 9 ties, because they do the same thing to me. And if I'm not watching, I will cut them too long, and then I'm short one on my wreath. Now, if you do that, then just make sure that one on the bottom doesn't have one, because you know that's if you don't have one, it should be on the bottom. Oh, what was that about strawberries? Hell, I just got in from selling strawberries. Oh, Barbara Brock. Oh man, I'd love to have myself a big bowl of strawberries right now. Ooh, sweetened from the sun. That would just look amazing. I mean, that would just be amazing. Okay, I have 2 left. I gotta be careful here. I got to be careful so I don't run out of tubing. And this will be in my Etsy shop tomorrow for sale if anybody is interested. Along with my welcome patriotic wreath I did Friday. Sorry, I haven't got that listed yet. Look at this, Patricia. That's all I have left, girlfriend. That is it. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Valerie McDonald. The tubing to me is like the cupcakes or the sprinkles on the cupcakes, friends. Oh yes. I'm gonna bring y'all up so y'all can see this beautiful thing. It's gonna be beautiful. Yes it is. Here we go. Bring you up. Hello friends, all 300 of you. Hello. Made fresh strawberry shortcake today. Oh, rub it in, Barbara Cracker. Girlfriend. Oh my. Just look how pretty this is. Ooh, yes it is. Grateful, thankful, and blessed. I can see where I have to pull the ribbons out. Look at that, friends. Let me flip the camera around so y'all can read it the right way, right? Here we go. Grateful, thankful, and blessed. Of course, I'm here in the sunlight. I love that cheetah ribbon. Love that cheetah ribbon. Now I will use this 1.5 inch ribbon for my hanger, and I will also put probably a brown placemat on the back, a solid brown placemat on the back. So see, you won't be able to see through it like that when I put a placemat on the back, friends. It is amazing what a placemat does for your wreaths, because you won't be able to see through it at all. And I don't know, it just really, makes it fuller too. You just can't see through it at all. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for popping on here with me. You are absolutely the best. Thank y'all for purchasing my wreath kits. Thank you so much for supporting my page, my supporters. I saw a lot of you on here. Thank y'all so much. I just really appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of you that follow my page. It means a lot to me. If you guys if you could like, follow, and share. If you're not, that'd be awesome. You look shorter with the camera turned. Do I really? Well, I'm going to keep it this way because I'm taller now. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh, y'all are so funny. All right, friends, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Y'all have a blessed night. And you love my shoes. You know what, though? My shoes here, these are those Skechers. No, these are Keens. These are Keens. And you're not supposed to wear socks with them. I have to wear socks with them. I just cannot stand not having socks on. Y'all getting to know me just a little bit too much, I'm thinking. That's all I've got to say. All right, y'all have a blessed night, and I will see y'all tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. As always, I say good night. Thank you guys, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.